Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at ICP, seeing what's going on. We're going to double check and see if it's still a valid trade for the long position we took here recently. I think it was at 1305 is our first entry. We barely missed our second fill. But regardless of that fact here, we want to see if it's worth holding this coin. And generally speaking, where we're at here, truth is ICP was showing strength, a lot of strength yesterday. That's why we took the trade. Furthermore, too, Bitcoin showing a lot of strength here today as well with a bull pennant potential breakout pattern here. Things are looking kind of on the up and up, right? So keep in mind, all that together, we can see Bitcoin dominance pulling back. This is a very positive sign for alts, okay? If we can see Bitcoin dominance continue to subside, I think it's going to be a very solid green weekend for a lot of alts, including ICP. But you got to keep in mind, the sell-off yesterday occurred immediately after we took the trade or shortly after, and mainly because Bitcoin dominance was just shooting straight up. So again, that does happen sometimes, folks. It's basically just profits coming from altcoins going right into to Bitcoin. It's a consistent cycle. Right now, we're kind of seeing that transition where profits are being taken from Bitcoin going to altcoins, okay? It's an interesting thing, but you want to pay attention to that if you can. However, what we're looking at here is a few key factors. So let's double check this first. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, thanks again for watching. Hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, of course, cryptocash.tech is a site. Link down below if you're curious. We have a lot of new members coming over. Please make sure you read through my signals guide if you're going to be following my trades. Basically got trades, day trades, and swing trades. Big difference between the two. And then, of course, congrats to our swing traders here. We got some nice profits. Crowcoin, 63%. Chili's, 50%. That was an older trade. More recent trades, XRP, OGN, Polka.comp, Litecoin, SHIB, Solana, Crow. So yesterday was a phenomenal day for us. So took some massive profits. Super happy that worked out well for you guys and gals. Thank you so much for the awesome feedback. And yeah, I would say it definitely is worth it's worth the fee. Easy to say. All right, so let's talk about the daily time frame on ICP and work our way down. So when we talked yesterday, we had that point of control, like I mentioned, roughly about $13. I think it was. I was paraphrasing at 13. If we zoom in a little closer, you see like 13.10. But that's kind of the level that we wanted to close above. We were on target to do that, and of course, the price pulled back with Bitcoin dominance, shifting essentially up. Right now that we're here, is this going to be a resistance? Well, let's talk about that. We got this 0.236 level here. I think closing at 1270 or higher is a pretty solid thing that we need to have, mainly because that's a key fib level. But also, what that would do for us is that would put us back up over 50 in the RSI. We're barely below. We're trying to close above, and if we do, I think that'd be a positive contributing factor. Stochastic is still swinging down, but that's a daily time frame that's lagging, right? Keep in mind the second one does have more impact than the first, but the likelihood of that being kind of already in and baked in, so to speak, is already pretty high. Okay, so again, Bitcoin does well right now, closes at 62K or higher. My anticipation is that ICP is going to be right back on track. If it closes at under 62K and essentially just kind of creates some nonsense this weekend, we will see a pullback from ICP. That's generally the concept. Again, not a guarantee, of course, but that's the initial bird's eye view. MACD is trying to converge, hasn't yet. 4-hour time frame, we have MACD trying to converge as well, also hasn't yet. So we're trying to get that little swing here, but nothing quite yet. So as we can see, we are leveling up a little bit. We got higher lows with parallel highs. Okay, so we're effectively range bound, right? And the way to break a descending trend is to go range bound and to continue to establish that. So you can say this current range is higher than the previous. That's a good sign, which does imply that we should have one more up here as well. Okay, but it also could imply that we have a bit of an inverse power of 3, if you will. We have like the the accumulation, and then the manipulation, and then of course the price breaks down once everybody kind of gets convinced the price could go up. I'm not saying that's the case, but that can happen sometimes. So just be aware that we could see a pullback. Again, a lot of conditions have to be met to see that happen, such as other Bitcoin dominance shooting up and altcoins essentially bleeding out. So if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, similar scenario here, right? We're right there at 50 in the RSI, not bullish or bearish, just kind of hanging out. Money flow index right there at the same level. We got a stochastic swing to the upside, implying we should see momentum to the upside. But truth is, we don't see a lot here. This isn't like a super telling scenario saying, hey, we are going to break out in either direction. Truth is, we have a lot of resistance above us at this 0.382 fib level at 1310, and that level is important to break back up above. We're going to have a continuation to the upside. Again, Bitcoin can hold, and we don't see Bitcoin dominance increase in the relative near future. I think we're going to see a solid chance of this coin coming back up. Taking a look at the hourly, Ichimoku Cloud, still in good shape here. We're still above the cloud. Lagging span's getting closer to switching back above the cloud if the price can pull up closer to 13. And of course, we got, conversion line, the baseline kind of averaging themselves out. So not going to sugarcoat it, folks. This is not like a perfect situation. It's not kind of trade that you want to trade into right now. If you're already in a trade, consider cutting your losses if you're really worried about it. Me personally, again, my trades are designed for longer periods of time, for longer holds to average into it if the price pulls back. So I don't really see a concern right now, especially having missed our second entry target. We're not in bad shape at all. We don't have any invalidations yet for the bullish trend, but we can't say that we have any confirmations yet for it to be breaking this slight shift in momentum. So again, very premature, in my opinion, to take a trade. If you're in a trade, consider holding it depending on your risk tolerance. And if your risk tolerance is like mine, you're going to be just fine. If you are sweating your britches off right now because of a, let's see here, what percent would that be? We got in at 1305, and the price right now is at 1280. If you're sweating your tail off over a 2% correction, you're doing it wrong. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't need to go on a rant or a rave about how important these things are and how you got to listen to your own risk tolerance, and obviously make sure you learn from your mistakes. Those are all things that come with time. I can't exactly teach that. But everything else, make sure you watch my Trading University videos. You got to watch those. Those are available on our website. Simply log in. Again, cryptocash.tech if you need some assistance in becoming a better trader. And obviously you want to benefit from some signals. We got those too. So I'm going to upload our last month. Coincidentally, we had a 100% success rate. 24 out of 24 trades hit their targets. We did technically open a Bitcoin short at the end of the month it's still open. But I'm going to post that on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. And last month, of course, in January, we saw 96% success. So again, patience pays off, people. If you are just a patient person, you're going to hit these targets. Okay? Again, set it and forget it. That's generally the concept. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope you learned something here today. Thanks again for watching. Very last, extremely important caveat here. Bitunix is adding ICP to their exchange on the 3rd of March. From what I understand, they're upgrading the system, adding 200 trading pairs. No KYC VPN exchange. If you want to benefit from this trading competition, you have to register with my link. Not necessarily, I mean, it's important you use my affiliate link. Obviously, you have to do that too. But if you're already using that link, you have to log in and enroll, because if you don't, we need at least 60 enrollments to be able to kick this off. Again, $10,000 prize pool monthly, or sorry, prize pool rather. And in this 2 weeks, the competition will be profit and loss, trading volume, and of course a lucky draw as well. So familiarize yourself with it. All that stuff's down below if you're curious. Just make sure you get registered even if you're not planning to attend. All right, folks. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.